This will be the tutorial for lesson number 9, Harvesting with Loops. There are 13 puzzles. Number 1 is a video. Let's begin. Click on number 1. This video will introduce the harvester as well as what you're going to be asking her to do. Watch it please when it is your turn and then click continue. Puzzle number 2 says the number 4 on the pumpkin tells you that there are 4 pumpkins available to pick. So you're going to use this block that says pick pumpkin, but because there are 4 of them, you're going to put that inside of a repeat loop with the number 4. However, she is not ready to pick them up yet as she is not standing on them. So make her take 1 step and then ask her to pick up 4 pumpkin. Click run and click continue. Here is puzzle number 3. Again, there are 4 pumpkins at the end, so we're going to say repeat loop with the number 4 and a pick pumpkin, but she is not yet standing on them. She will have to take a number of steps before she is ready. So let's count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to use a separate repeat loop for that. It already has the number 5 and a move forward. And to show you that this works, if I click run, she will end up standing on the pumpkins, at which point then we can ask her to pick up the pumpkins. Click continue. This will be puzzle number 4. Again, begin with the loop, change this to a 4 since there are 4 pumpkins, and pick pumpkin. But as before, she is not ready to pick them up quite yet. So the number of steps is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we would have a repeat loop with the number 5 and a move forward. Now, this is for the entire first row, like this. But before she can start the next row, I would like for her to turn so she's facing this direction. So we're going to add a turn right at the very end. Very good. And now she is actually ready for the next row. All we're going to do is copy this exact program again down here. So let's begin. Repeat loop with a 5, a move forward, a repeat loop with a 4, and a pick pumpkin, and a turn right. This would be enough for 2 rows. And there's 1 row left, so we're going to repeat the whole first part of the program except for the turn because we will not need it at the end. So begin with a repeat loop with the number 5, a move forward, and a repeat loop with the number 4, and pick pumpkin. This brings our total to 15 out of 15 blocks. Run the program. And click continue when you're ready. Puzzle number 5. The directions say now there is corn growing too. Collect all of the corn and all of the pumpkins. Let's begin with the first one, which is a collection of 6 corn. So repeat loop with the number 6 and a pick corn. And then there is a group of 4 pumpkins. So repeat loop with the number 4 and pick pumpkin. Coming up first is the corn. So how many steps until the corn? 0, 1, 2. So in this case, I can just use 2 move forwards, at which point she would be ready to pick the corn. Let's watch it. Very good. Now notice that she is not on the pumpkin, so she would have to take another step. Like this. Now she can pick up the pumpkins. So add that next. Good. Now the next thing coming up is another set of corn. So repeat loop with the number 6, pick corn, and another repeat loop with a number 4 for the other 4 pumpkins. But please notice that she is not yet ready to pick up the corn. She will have to take 2 steps again. So 2 more move forwards, 1, 2, and then she'll be ready to pick up the corn. And she is not ready to pick up the pumpkins until she takes one last step, and then she can pick up the pumpkins. And there we are. 15 block program. Click continue. Here is puzzle number 6. So there is one corn and one pumpkin at each step. So we're going to be using these 2 blocks. Move forward, pick corn. These are the 2 moves that we want her to repeat. And the number of times that we want her to repeat them is the number of corn that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want her to repeat these 2 steps a total of 5 times. Now, before she can get to the other row, we need to move her to the other row, and we have to have her facing in the correct direction. So I'm going to have her turn to the right. I'm going to have her take a step forward, and please notice that we're doing this outside of the loop. And I'm going to have her turn to the right again. These 3 moves are simply to get her to the next row facing the opposite direction, like this. Good. Now that she's facing the next direction, now we can ask her to pick up the pumpkins and take a step forward. In this case, I want you to notice that she is standing on a pumpkin already. Therefore, we're going to be using a pick pumpkin and a move forward in this order. Please make sure that pick pumpkin is first. Now, how many times we want her to do this? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pumpkins. So we're going to use a repeat loop. We're going to put these 2 blue blocks inside, make sure pumpkin is first, and change this number to a 6. Good. Click continue. And this is puzzle number 7. This will be the last one for this tutorial. Again, we're going to do the exact same thing for the first half of the program here. So we're going to use a repeat loop with the number 5 and a move forward and a pick corn. This is just for the first row. Now the next 3 blocks, again, just like the previous puzzle, we're just going to get her to the next row and we're going to have her facing the opposite direction. And that is a turn right, move forward, and another turn right. All these 3 blocks do is have her go to the next row and turn around. Now, there are 7 pumpkins here, so I'm going to go ahead and get her loop, change that to a 7, and put a pick pumpkin block here. However, she is not yet ready to pick up the pumpkins. She has to take a number of steps. Let's count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a series of 5 steps. I'm going to use a repeat loop for that because it already has the number 5. And move forward, and at which point she will be standing on the pumpkins. So I'm going to ask her to pick up 7 of them. Very good. We're going to go ahead and stop right here. Please make sure that you have completed puzzles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If they are all green, you may close code.